Marvel Television's Wonder Man, an 8-episode series, now streaming on Disney+.
A superhero remake, not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
Action! Simon Williams, audition for Wonder Man.
I'm gonna need you to sign this, assuming you don't have superpowers.
I'll never work again if anyone found out.
My lips are sealed.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man. All 8 episodes now streaming, only on Disney+.
Therapy do help sometimes. And I'm way past it with my blessing. And I know I'm not the only one. A lot of us, it's time for our blessings. Sometimes some of us don't make it to even get that blessing. So, without further ado, let's give a moment of silence for the ones who aren't here with us today for whatever reason. I've lost a few friends from mental health. So let's give this moment to all our people. Coming up on the couch this Wednesday is Stop the Violence. June the 24th will be Swept Under. June 30th will be Fuck Fentanyl. Swept Under is viewers' discretion is advised because it's more about the families that made us have to sweep under the rug molestation or abuse. So we get into that every other month on the couch. And mental health talk is every month on the couch. So if you don't catch it today, then guess what? You'll catch it next month. And this is a forever podcast. So if you don't catch it tomorrow, the next month or the next month or the next month, guess what? We're going to be here next year too. And the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. So it's too many of our people we've lost that we didn't even know was going through any type of mental health issues. A lot of times we don't know when our friends are depressed until it's too late. And I do mental health talk because we shouldn't wait until it's too late to act on if we see signs and symptoms, or even, recognize yourself in other people, because sometimes us ourselves have been truly depressed, to the point where we didn't want to be around anyone, not even ourselves. Like so depressed that you didn't even want to look in a mirror because you I'm so disgusted with me and my life and what's going on in my life. I'm not saying that anyone that has killed themselves is a coward. It's too many people that say that. And it's like, how can someone be a coward when it takes a brave person to kill yourself? It takes a lot of fucking guts. And even though it's something that I don't want anybody doing, it's literally a very brave thing to do. To take yourself out. Like some of us, even, people that used to be cutters, sometimes we cut ourselves and we like, ooh, that's a little too, this paper cuts we get crazy about. So to be bold enough to kill yourself that's brave. So I'm not condemning anyone who's not here with us because of suicide. I would never, because a lot of us were actually one bill away or one more bad thing happening away. Not that we want to. That's what's being put on us right now. The world is so stressful. The world is so hard. Not saying that it was going to be easy. No one said it was going to be easy. But no one actually prepared us for it to be this fucking hard. Who prepared us for this? Who prepared us for what bills can do to our mental health? Bills. Simple words. Simple words can attack your mental health in 0.3 seconds. Just a bad interaction with your neighbor or someone that you love or someone that you care about can take your mental health from 0 to 100 real quick. And again, it's not that you want to be feeling suicidal. It's not that you want to just, it's that you're at your wit's end. When you just can't take any more, it's like, what do I do? Because I genuinely can't take any more. I can't take any more bad news. I can't take any more deaths. I can't take any more, bills piling up. I can't take any more, whatever it is that you can't take any more of. It's so many of us that's at that point right now. And it's like, how can you speak life into someone when you're at that same point? How can they speak life into you even if they do still have a positive attitude? If their whole demeanor is showing that they're going through something too. When you're just too tired to try. I'm talking about when you have done all you can do and it seems like it's still not enough. That's whenever you just like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm just done. Like, I don't know if I even have it in me anymore to keep fighting. I don't know if I have it in me anymore to continue to be that strong friend, that strong person. And it's too many of us that are at that point right there. At that point that, please stop calling me the strong friend. Please stop relying on me to be the strong person. That is out the window. You don't even want to be labeled the strong person anymore. I usually tell everybody, check on your strong friends. But what about your friends that aren't as strong? What about your weak friends? Well, no, really, what about your friends that are literally on the brink of losing it all? When you still get up every morning and bust your ass and you go to work and there's motherfuckers that sit on their ass and never went to work, but you still struggling to pay your bills, you still struggling to make ends meet, and you literally busting your ass and working yourself to the fucking bone, and you literally don't feel like there's anything to show for it. That can drive you to the edge. That can drive any sane person to the edge. Any sane person can be regular today and 1,000 bills piling up on them tomorrow. Car breakdown. Need a new transmission. You can't take one more day of missing work or you lose it. And you don't have anybody to depend on to take you there. That can happen all overnight. And then now you're in the same boat of someone that you've lost from committing suicide. Now you're in the same boat of being on the edge of being just on the brink of losing everything, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And financially. Financial troubles can lead anyone to somewhere that they have never seen themselves. And that can even be robbing a bank, doing something that they never thought that they would ever do. Or that could mean cutting themselves just to get a little bit of relief, because there's not any relief coming from the world. There's not any relief coming from these bills. Or say you've been working hard as fuck at work, trying to get a certain position, and you keep getting overlooked because you're a woman, or because you're black, or because you just don't meet their standards for some reason. Sometimes that can even drive you. Anything. Not being able to take care of your kids. Not being able to provide for your kids and feeling as if they'll be better off without you. Feeling as if the world will be better off without you. Or even feeling like there won't be any bills or anything in heaven. Because who's to say that every person that's killed himself has went to hell? Who's to say that every person that has committed suicide isn't in heaven? And what you believed or what you believe right now wasn't even real. What if? There's no average age when it comes to suicide. Suicide affects all of us, no matter what age you are. There are children that just learn to talk that have committed suicide. There are elementary kids that have committed suicide. And there's people as old as your oldest grandma or grandpa that have committed suicide because of the problems of the world, the problems of the adulthood, even being social media bullied. Social media can drive you to do the same thing because not everybody is mentally prepared to handle the cruelness, the bold cruelness of a lot of people in this world. And it's so bold of you guys to get online and bash people or even tell someone to kill themselves. There was this young lady that was on TikTok. I think it was last year. She was live. And they were telling her to kill herself. And she did it. Social media lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it has been driving a lot of people more and more and more to suicide. Being bullied on social media, just some of the things that can be said about you, just period. Like, did you know that back in the day when there wasn't social media, we didn't even have a statistic on people getting on social media and committing suicide on live? Now with social media out and booming like it is, do you know how many people have committed suicide live streaming? Too many to count. Live streaming. Or going live and giving their last words. A young woman just last night gave her last words and a few hours later committed suicide. Do you ever wonder why people get online and give their last words or do it online to where you can see? So you can see firsthand how cruel the world is and what they're going through. Or so their families and friends can know that it wasn't you. I know you tried, but I just couldn't do it anymore. My heart goes out to anyone who still feels like right now they just can't do it anymore. I love you. And if there's any way I can help, push you to where you need to be mentally, physically, and emotionally, if it's something that we can do, please reach out to someone that you know will lift you up in a time of need. And sometimes when people post that they're about to commit suicide or they make a video, sometimes they're looking for that one person that's able to get through to them. Sometimes if you ever see a post and you might be the first person to see it, this is probably your time to reach out and be that angel in somebody's life. It's probably your time. Because each and every one of us, if we're made in his image, then each and every one of us are angels and we have angelic ways. Sometimes these posts are to reach out to specific people. And when that person doesn't reach out, then it might be too late for the other one who was waiting on it. Approximately 2,027 people died by suicide every day. And in the U.S. specifically, it's 134 suicides a day. 134 suicides a day in America. That's 134 people that have probably silently called out for help and loudly called out for help and didn't get it. And again, don't wait till it's too late to reach out to your people. That's too many people that's screaming for help and don't have anybody to answer that call or that scream. Do you make yourself available for your friends and family for whenever they're going through something mentally? And are you brave enough to speak on when you're going through it mentally? I have no issues with speaking on my true feelings when it comes to my mental health issues and what I'm going through. Because there are times where I'm literally going through a lot. And I'm like, man, I can't hold this in. I need to speak on it. Because somebody might be going through the same thing and they might need my input. Or you might be going through the same thing and I might need your input. Let's be that for each other. Did you know that there's an alarming rate of teenagers? Again, I said earlier of people, but there's teenagers that's streaming their death online, an alarming rate. I don't know if you guys remember when I was telling you guys about this a couple months ago, but there was a trend where the kids were picking the day that they want to die. And they just so happen to die on that date that they picked. Why do you think that is? Why do you think they're picking the day that they want to die? Why do you think they don't want to be alive right now in this time and in this age and in this moment with us? Why do you think that is? Some of these children might be going through abuse and they had to sweep it under the rug. They can't tell anybody because, again, that's why I do swept under, because families put it in our heads that we have to protect our family by not speaking on the things that's happening in the house. And that could be physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse. They want you to hold that in. And too many children right now are being sexually abused and they have to keep it in. Or they've seen too much of something and they have to keep it in. And then they can't take anymore. And they don't know any other outlets except for the fastest way to relieve that pain. And that being suicide. That's all they know, because what are we teaching them other than what we're teaching them now? Because it's not too many people teaching healthy ways to get rid of this anxiety, or healthy ways to come over the feeling of wanting to commit suicide. Some healthy ways for me is listening to music, making music, writing in my journal, talking to my wife or talking to one of my friends that I'm really close with. I know it gets hard whenever you feel like you don't have anyone. Or if you don't have anyone, it's hard. It's hard to get that encouragement or draw on or just bring in that positive energy when there's nothing around or in your life that you can draw from to get that positivity from. And then you open social media and almost 50%, maybe even 75% of it is negative. Then where do you draw the positive from? When you're at your very last, when you're at your wit's end, where do you draw that positivity from that can help you from not going over the edge? Where do you get it from? If no one is there to give it to you. If you are one of those people that have no one, absolutely no one, that can encourage you or give you that push that you need to keep on surviving, even though the world is fucked up, the world is really fucked. But please, you deserve to be alive. You are so worthy. You are so important and so special. You might not see it yet, but your purpose is not to not be here. Your purpose is to be here. So please, do everything that you can to survive. Reach out. Make a podcast. Come up with a podcast. There are helplines as well that you can call. There are people that are here 24/7, willing to be a listening ear for you. So please keep on fighting that fight. Some of the things that I know for sure that makes my mental health rocky is bills. Bills, not being able to take care of, my family the way I want. And a lot of times when, you have been through something as traumatic as me, with your body and also having lupus, sometimes being too crippled to work, it makes you so depressed. When you can't physically do the things that you used to do, it's depressing. When you can't stand longer than you used to, it's depressing. When you see and watch your body depleting, it's so depressing. So anyone that deals with autoimmune diseases or chronic pain, trust me when I say I get it. I get it. Please keep fighting. If you see I see this all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this when I get on Facebook or Instagram or any type of social media. I see one of my friends, I can't do this anymore. And when we see these type of posts, we have to immediately reach out. Because maybe that person is literally waiting on you. They might be waiting on specifically you. Have you ever wanted something from someone so bad and you couldn't get it? Even your parents, and you couldn't get what you were looking for. Say you didn't have your father all your life and you wanted it so bad, and then when you finally got it, you was like, it's not what I really thought it would be. Sometimes we might reach out thinking that we're that person that's supposed to help this person, but they don't respond to us. We're not the person that they've been hoping that would reach out. And sometimes when that person finally realizes that they're the actual person that should be reaching out, it's too late. Let's stop waiting until it's too late to help save our friends, families, and our people. Let's stop waiting until it's too late to just check on our people. And let's stop always wanting to be the strong one, because there are so many of us now that are just tired of being a strong one. I'm tired of holding it together. Sometimes I just want to just be. And I get that. So let's start doing our part a little bit more. Let's start reaching out a little bit more. Let's start taking the initiative to do what we can for our community in the mental health area as well. Let's do our part. If you are a person that loves people, love people even more. If you're a person who don't like to be around people and you're an introvert, please come on out of your box. Come on out of your shell. Let us love on you. Don't be afraid to get some love. And sometimes I will tell you this, sometimes you might get exactly what you're looking for from a stranger that follows you, more so than your people that's around you and in your vicinity and that have been knowing you for your whole life. Sometimes that love that you're looking for, or that support that you're looking for, sometimes that's way across a whole nother state, or maybe even across the world. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. It's Monday, and the next mental health talk will be next month on the third Monday. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh, and happy Juneteenth, everybody. I actually have been looking for some specific clothes, so if you see my post, don't laugh. Help me look for what I need, okay? And if you haven't already streamed my song Black, type in JANELL and Black in any streaming music platform. Run me up. Run me up, especially if you love to be black. Happy Juneteenth, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Okay.